What's up? This is Parker Jameson from Starkill, and you're watching The Age of Metal.
Alright, Parker of Starkill. How are you, man?
Doing well.
Good, well?
Doing well.
Alright, so how has been the tour so far for you guys, touring with Dark Tranquillity and Swallow the Sun?
Really, really good. It's our first tour on our new album. We've been actually pretty busy. This past 12 months has been, I think, the busiest we've really been as a band, and people are really responding well. It's a really compatible group of bands for us, and yeah, we're having a lot of fun. So.
Now, any new cities you guys got to conquer this time around?
Any what?
New cities.
New cities. Las Vegas last night was the first time I had ever been there, and the first time we ever played. And I think it was really the only new city we had played. We're starting to get very familiar with a lot of the areas, but Vegas was weird.
How was the experience?
I mean, just day drunk all over the place, hanging out with the guys, and raging out and doing our thing. I'd love to go back and have a day off or something the next time we're back, but that was the only new place we'd hit this time around.
Now, the new album, Shadow Sleep, came out around a month or so ago.
Yeah.
How has been the live response from the fans towards the album?
Largely really, really good. I mean, it's a super melodic album, and I was really stoked that a lot of the new stuff on the new Dark Tranquillity album, which came out the same day as our new album, also is a pretty good mix of clean vocals and screaming, which is kind of what we're doing. Like the DT and the Gothenburg sound was really important to us, and I think is really expressed in Shadow Sleep. So it's been vibing really well with the crowds that are coming out to these shows.
How many songs are you putting on the album? On the set list?
7 songs for this set.
7 songs?
Yeah.
So the majority of the set is going to be from the new album?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Right. I understand you guys did this album in your very own way, including an Indiegogo campaign.
Yep.
Besides that, what was the most difficult thing at the time to create Shadow Sleep?
Really just the mental state of doing it, because we were independent and without a record label for the past 2-ish years, and when we did the Indiegogo, we didn't have any distribution locked in, we didn't have any label support, and we engineered it largely ourselves and did the whole project without really even knowing if it would be released anywhere. So we wrote the album for ourselves and just did everything I don't want to say 100% risk, because we knew what we were doing and we were really, really happy with the music, but when you don't know if anyone's going to hear the album in the first place, that's kind of shitty. So we just put it all into it, and then fortunately about halfway through the recording process, when we already had some mixes more or less complete, we got a couple offers from some distribution and some labels, and in the best way possible, we are now with Prosthetic, still with a huge amount of control over the product, and yeah, I mean, we're us, they're distributing, and they're taking care of it, and it's the best result we could have hoped for.
How you guys ended up with Prosthetic? Because, I mean, the Starkill is a really melodic band, and, you guys came from a different place. How Prosthetic came into the picture?
I mean, the music industry is pretty small, as I'm sure you know. Everyone in every label pretty much knows everybody, and I think when obviously there was the trade of ownership of Century Media, where a lot of bands shifted labels or got cut, and I think a lot of people were kind of like sharks, just kind of swimming, waiting to see what Starkill was going to do, and that's pretty much how it happened. And like I said, we actually worked with them back and forth for a while until we wound up with a result that we were happy with, and we're both really proud of the result and the partnership that we have now.
Well, this year is really very, very busy and full of many things for Starkill. You guys start the year with an Epica Moonspell tour,
Right.
then jump right into 70,000 Tons, which we present 2 amazing shows. One was really early in the morning, the first day, and then after that, you guys get into the Indiegogo campaign, get the album, sign up with Prosthetic Records, and now in the road with Dark Tranquillity.
And we had the Name of Scars tour 3 months ago.
Yes, you did. What other things, good things, happened to Starkill this year?
I mean, all of that. We were just being a band. Like, the more time I spend with Spen and Tony and Sean on the road doing all this, like, that's normal. As soon as we get home, we write and record as much as we can because we still have to be surrounded with that band vibe. And if we're home for too long, we get sick and tired of just being...
How long is too long?
I can take... After 6-ish weeks, I start to feel like, what the fuck am I doing here? I need to get on the road again. So yeah, we've just been really content because we've been being a band for, just being, balls out and just doing this shit. So it's good.
What is next for Starkill after this tour with the end of the year? What is next for 2017?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to get home December 9th or 10th, so obviously we have the holidays with our families and stuff, and we're going to be writing and recording as much as we can because we're already doing pre-pro for album 4. I think a lot of people forget, like, yes, Shadow Sleep came out November 4th of this year, but we had been working on it for well over 14, 15 months. Because sometimes we're at home, sometimes we're working, sometimes we're touring, and we have our home studio now, which is where we recorded the bulk of the album. So to have everything there, just write and record as much as we can. And then additionally, I know we are in the process of locking in a summer tour, and also probably going to be going out doing some dates at the end of January or February, but don't really quote me on that. We're working on that right now. Hopefully we will be out very, very early, maybe early February, doing some more dates. So we're just going right back out and doing it, supporting Shadow Sleep as much as we can.
With 3 albums out, several tours through the United States, 70,000 Tons of Metal, when we will see Starkill jumping up to Europe?
Part of the reason that we also did the Indiegogo was because we wanted to have more control over a lot of the financial aspects of the music, because even in the past 18 months, maybe more than 2 years, we had a lot of very, very awesome tour opportunities for Europe that we just couldn't take because it was impossible to make money given what we were kind of roped into. We're really just waiting for the proper compatible tour to show up because we're ready to get the fuck over there. It's been a while. We have a lot of fans, and when you dig into our Spotify or our YouTube statistics, we have a huge German and Finnish and Swedish and French fan base. So we're really hoping to get over there. If 2017 presents a tour that would be beneficial for us, we're gonna jump on it. So I don't know anything about it yet, but we're really hoping to get over there in 2017 for sure.
Well, Parker, definitely congratulations on Shadow Sleep.
Thank you.
Do you have any last words for fans out there that probably will catch part of this tour or may not catch the tour, may want to see you guys next year?
Yeah. I think, like I was saying to you earlier about response to the album, I'd say 90% of people who know Starkill, this is their favorite album. 10%, I want Fires of Life. No 2 successive Starkill albums will ever sound anything like each other because we're not necessarily metalheads, we're just musicians. So you need to listen to our stuff as just music. Because even as we're writing album 4, it doesn't sound like any of the previous albums. You just need to listen to it as a musician and just enjoy what it is. And that's what we're trying to do, just write good music. So,
thank you, Parker. Definitely looking forward to see you guys tonight. Listen some of the new Shadow Sleep songs, and definitely party as we party at 70,000 Tons.
Thank you. Thanks.